1. Finish up your education. For now, it probably seems like the most boring thing to do, or the hardest thing to do, or the most time-consuming thing to do. Classes are tough, professors even tougher. The schedule up to the day of the exam is insane, and you get wrapped up in the everyday chaos and rushing to get it all done on time. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, pause for a few minutes. This is your time to think of the big picture. Instead of getting wrapped up in the details, remind yourself what your goal is to get that diploma. When you have it, there will be many doors that will open for you. If you want to work in your field of expertise, you'll qualify for a job at a company you admire. And if you want to further your education, you'll need that piece of paper to get your PhD. Just think of it as a necessary step to move on to the next phase of your life. 2. Think with your own head. Sounds pretty obvious, right? But you'd be surprised just how much we adopt the opinions of others, and how frequently we act on advice someone gives us. Even if it's said with good intentions, it may take us to a place entirely different from where we want to be. James L. Tucker says that advice is autobiography, and he makes a good point. The advice you get is often not tailored to your specific needs and your situation, but instead, it comes from people's experiences, their own fears, their past, their beliefs, and their value system. What should you do then? Say thank you, and then always take it with a grain or even a pound of salt. What worked for them may not work for you. Ask yourself, what do you need? Is the advice helpful to you? Can you actually benefit from taking it? 3. Question authority. For most of us, as we were growing up, one of our favorite questions to ask whenever our parents would explain something to us was why. It shows a natural curiosity in a child, as she or he is discovering the world with fresh eyes. Over time, as we became socialized, we grew to accept why things were the way they were. And we learned about rules, so we started following them. Over time, things just go on autopilot. We often automatically do things just because that's expected of us, or because others do the same. We get complacent, and we stop asking why. And that can be a dangerous thing. You can fight it off by questioning things, not giving in so easily, not always accepting what you hear, and not blindly obeying rules, especially if they go against everything you believe in. 4. Start looking for your thing. Maybe you're studying for a degree because your parents told you it's going to help you build a career, but your heart is not in it. Or maybe you're leading a lifestyle to fit in with your circle of friends, whether that means partying hard, doing what the popular kids are doing, or talking about things you don't really care about but they sound cool or make you feel smart. Whatever it may be, make sure that you carve out some time each week to discover what it is that makes you feel truly alive, or happy, or super curious. Schedule in a few hours to exploring what that thing is. Do the research, talk to other people who also care about it and who are maybe even building careers out of it. The sooner you begin, the faster you can make progress, which translates into becoming independent sooner in life. 5. Get financially active and smart. If you've graduated already, the number one way to becoming independent is to support yourself. This means you're already capable of paying your way, whether it's contributing to paying off household bills if you're still living with your family, to moving out and starting life on your own if you can afford to do so. And if you're still in school, experiment with earning income from different sources so that you can save up for when you graduate and want to move out. It can be anything from getting a part-time job, tutoring high school kids in a subject you excel at, running errands for people who can pay for your services, selling your artwork on eBay, etc. The goal is to understand that you need to financially make it on your own so that you can build the lifestyle you want, based on your own skills and capabilities, instead of being codependent, either on your parents, partner, or extended family. 6. Create a circle of friends who share a growth mindset. This is one of the most important factors that will influence your attitude and your chance of succeeding in life. Think about the people you consider your friends and ask yourself, do they have plans about what they want to do 5 or 10 years from now? Are they building skills that will help them get there? Do they spend time making progress in one area of their life? Or do they prefer to go out and party to enjoy each evening or weekend? Are they supportive of your dreams, goals, and efforts to succeed? Do they share their newly acquired knowledge about a topic with you? Can you imagine you'd like to remain friends with them outside of the college or the job you're currently in? It's important to ask these questions, even if they're uncomfortable, because you want to have a strong support system if you want to move your life in a positive direction. 7. Become someone's hero. Being a hero is not as abstract as you may think. It's not limited to a comic book character or the famous people throughout history you've heard about. The Greek word for the hero means warrior, defender, protector. What does this mean for you? It means stepping away from the selfie lifestyle. As we try to project an image of whom we'd like to be and think about how we can work on our greatest strengths as human beings, our ability to show love and compassion. Instead of asking, "What's in it for me?" it means changing your perspective to, "How can I help?" Thinking beyond ourselves and our needs will get us closer to becoming someone's hero. It might mean sharing knowledge with someone who needs it, carrying a heavy bag of groceries for a neighbor, calming down a child who's scraped her knee, training a friend to run a 5 Kelvin marathon, or taking care of their flat tire. It's about making a difference and doing whatever it takes to become the best version of yourself so that you are a hero in someone else's eyes and also your own. 8. Have clear life goals. I know a lot of people whose goals in their 20 seconds were different forms of temporary physical pleasure. Now, in their 30 seconds, they're still chasing those temporary pleasures with the little they have left from their paychecks every month, because they had no career goals beyond earn enough to pay for that temporary physical pleasure. 9. Avoid drama and toxic people. Some people just attract drama wherever they go. Some people seek it out. I cut those people out of my life as soon as I realized they were drama magnets. I also don't watch other people's drama on TV. 10. Quit waiting for society to change. Start working with the society in which I found myself. Basically, I lost my youthful idealism. I never had much of it anyway. But I know people my age that have been fighting the man for 20 years now, and the man hasn't changed. The man isn't going to change. It's like the old saying, if you can't stop the wind, you need to adjust your sails. They're still trying to stop the wind.